Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you guys exactly how to get from Phuket to the Phi Phi Islands in Thailand. So right now I am just walking to the ferry. You can see I've got all of my stuff with me. I have about 27 kilos worth of stuff hanging on me right now, so this is going to be a difficult walk. It said it was going to take about 25 minutes to walk there. I don't know why I think like a half-hour walk is like nothing, because I always start walking and then I'm like, oh my gosh, I am dying. Like carrying all this stuff as well in this heat. So once I get to the ferry, I'm going to update you guys with exactly the procedure, where the ferry drops you off, what companies to book with, things like that. So if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I had an interesting day the other day. I was originally meant to be in Vietnam right now, but I'm back in Thailand. And the reason for that is 100% my own fault. I did not look up the visa requirements enough for Vietnam, and it did not end up processing in time for me to get on the plane. So I'm gonna just share my little visa instant journey with you guys, and I'll show you guys my Instagram stories from that day that are quite entertaining, I think. I thought I learned my lesson years ago when I didn't look up the visa requirements going to a new country and then was denied boarding because I didn't have the correct visa. I thought I learned my lesson back then, but apparently I didn't, because here I am. So right now I'm at the airport. My plan today was to go to Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam and spend like the next 2 weeks in Vietnam. And when I was doing my research on the visas, in my defense, you can get a visa on arrival, but unfortunately you need a pre-approval letter from the embassy before you fly. So I do not have that. So once I get to Vietnam, if I were to just roll up to the customs counter without my name being on the list, they would have just turned me around and sent me back to where I came from. So I didn't realize this until I was actually like at my gate. I was all the way through security and had already got stamped out of Malaysia and was at my gate. And I then started thinking about how when I was checking in at the front desk, they were like, where's your visa? And I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna get a visa on arrival. And she was kind of like hesitant, like questioning. And I was like, is it not a thing? Can I not get a visa on arrival? She didn't really answer me, but then she gave me my ticket and then sent me on my way. And so then once I got to my gate, I started doing some more research and realized, no, I will not be able to get a visa once I arrive. So I found the correct people and I have been offloaded. So I had to come all the way back through. I found this little corner of the airport where apparently all the bags go. Apparently they will scan everyone's bags after they load onto the airplane, and anyone who's not actually been scanned onto the airplane, they will then take the bag off the plane and will not board it. So now I'm in this area of the airport where hopefully once my flight takes off, my bag is gonna come out right there. Hopefully, or else my bag will be in Vietnam and I will have no way to retrieve it, because it takes 5 business days for the e-visa to process. I do feel like the biggest idiot right now, because it's like, what, Claire, have you not been traveling for the last 2 years full time? Doesn't seem like it. So yeah, anyway, now I have to figure out where to go next. All right, as promised, my flight has taken off and there she is, my bag. So yeah, I've got to figure out, all the cheap flights fly out tomorrow. So right now it's like 2 p.m. So I'm gonna have to spend the night in the airport because the airport's like an hour away from the city. So I'm not getting a taxi all the way back there just to sleep for one night to come all the way back here tomorrow. So I have this handy little yoga mat that's very comfy. So I'm gonna be using that tonight. Okay, so I bet you guys are just at the edge of your seats waiting for the rest of my visa saga to unfold. And for me to figure out where I'm going tomorrow. Well, you guys have voted and I'm going to Phuket. I'm actually really, really excited. I have been wanting to go back to Thailand for like about a month now. but I've kind of just been avoiding it because I'm like, oh, I spent 6 months in Thailand. I should go see more countries in Asia. But Thailand just feels like home. And I also haven't seen a whole lot of it. So I think everything kind of worked out how it was supposed to. I'm actually super excited with going back to Thailand tomorrow. So I've just spent the last couple hours in the airport here researching all kinds of flights and prices and places to stay. It's a little after 9 p.m. now, so I should probably start trying to find a little bench to sleep on tonight. Alright, last update for the day. This is what I'm working with for sleeping. Got a nice yoga mat with a nice comfortable pillow being my wetsuit. Alright, almost there. Rosada Harbor, that's where I'm off to. About halfway there. I was hoping I was a little closer than that. So I made it. You see my current state. I'm sweating so much. I think I'm gonna have to get a smoothie here. So I got my smoothie. It's strawberry, banana, watermelon, orange, and yogurt. And look how cute it is. Oh, I think, oh my god, I'm so sweaty. I think they're starting to board mine, so I've got to put the backpack back on. Let's see how this is. Just gonna sit. Okay, I'm on the ferry. Little note to self, I will definitely not be walking back to my accommodation when I come back from Koh Phi Phi. I will be getting a taxi. Let me guys tell you about something that has changed my life since being in Asia, is this bad boy right here. I have used this umbrella probably the same amount of times on days that it's been like completely like blue skies and super sunny as I have on rainy days. You just get shade everywhere you go because this sun is intense. All right, so we're about like an hour in. I realized I didn't really tell you guys like any of the prices or anything. So I am coming from Phuket going to Phi Phi Island. The ferry station is located on the Rasada Pier to go to Phi Phi Island. There's a few different piers that go to like different islands around here. So the one that goes from Phuket to Phi Phi Island is called Rasada Pier. So I got my ferry tickets for about 350 baht, which is a little over $10. I'm pretty sure 10 US dollars. Most of the people here did not have any luggage with them, so I assume they are just going on the day trip. My ferry took off at 8:30, and so we'd arrive between like 10:30 and 11. And then if you're just going on the day trip, you have like all of the afternoon, and then you come back in the evening. This ferry that I'm on leads to Tonsai Pier, which is like the main and like the busy part of Phi Phi Island. From what I've heard, this is like the party place with all of the hostels, the crazy nightlife. I've heard from other people only to spend like 1 or 2 nights here because there's just constantly parties going. You can't get a whole lot of rest. This is not the place to go if you're wanting a relaxing holiday. There is a separate part of the island. I'm pretty sure the only way to get to that side of the island is by taking a long tail boat from Tonsai, the main port, all the way around the island to then Laem Tong Beach. It does cost like an extra 300 baht, I'm pretty sure, to get from Tonsai to the other side of the island. I've heard the area around Leamtong is more chilled. There's not as many bars. It's mostly just like big resorts, things like that. There's really not a whole lot of Airbnbs. It's mostly resorts, so I was lucky to find the place that I did. We are now where I expected to be. Right now we're in Maya Bay, in Phi Phi Island, which is the island right next to Koh Phi Phi. The boats can't actually like go into the bay here because it's now protected because there's so many little baby black So boats can only go in so far, and people have to actually enter onto the beach from like around the island on the other side. So I'm getting a little nostalgic. I don't know if you can hear me because of the boat noise. I'm getting a little nostalgic because these two islands right back here are the two islands that we would go diving at like every other day. I was an instructor in Koh Phi Phi, an island in Thailand, and we would come out to these two islands like every other day. This is where we'd go diving with all the black tip reef sharks, my little babies. It's these two right here. Those two islands. So we're gonna drive by them right now. It would just make my day. If one of these dive boats that I see out here is like my old dive company. Right now. So over on this side is like the side that I was mentioning to you guys where like all the boats have to park on this side. So this is like all the tourists that basically the boats park here, and then there's like a trail that goes around here where you have to go to actually get to the beach, and you can only go up to like ankle or like shin deep in the water. You can't go actually swimming because it is a protected area. Oh, here. So there, you can see the line of people trying to get over to the beach. I am missing my dive company so much right now. I'm gonna go through all of my old diving videos, show you guys what it's like diving here. Okay, so I made it to Koh Phi Phi. But I am not staying here, so I have another leg of my journey still. So I have to go find a guy here with a sign that says the name of my hotel, and then he's going to take me around the island to the other beach that I was talking to you about. There is a fee of 20 baht once you arrive in Koh Phi Phi. Thank you. Oh, I think that's my guy. Yep, there he is. Here are the long-tail boats. So these boats here are what we'll be taking to the other side of the island. I'm waiting here for 20 minutes. I think probably until a different ferry arrives and they can get more people. I feel bad because they're trying to get my bag on the boat here, and it's just so freaking heavy. My bag is stuffed, and it's filled with heavy things like all of my dive equipment. Oh my god, I miss you so much. I like these better than sour cream and onion Pringles, which has a lot, because those are like my go-to chip in like all the countries I go to. Pringles are like universal. Pringles are like my comfort food wherever I go, because you can literally find them in every country. Guys, people are watching me. Every time they walk by, they give me the look like.
Okay.
We ready? Okay. So the reason why they call these longtails is because these are their motors. it looks like I have the boat all to myself. A little private long solo ride. Okay, here we are. We made it to the other side of the island. I think I'm gonna like this side of the island. It seems very quiet. There's not a lot of people on the beaches. It seems really small. I think this will be a relaxing couple of days. Oh, okay. Okay, which beach is better?
This for in the morning, this is better.
Okay.
Lana Bay walk about 10 minutes.
Okay. All right. So I made it to my place and now I'm off to meet my friend Vern. Now that I'm here, I'll do a little recap for you guys of like exactly how much time it took, things like that. So I booked the 8:30 a.m. ferry. I booked through a company called Aqua Bookings. They were the cheapest one that I could find. And they were also the ones that the owner of the bungalow that I'm staying at recommended as well. So they have one in the morning, they have one in the afternoon. However, it did take a little bit longer to get here than anticipated. We were supposed to leave at 8:30. Of course, that was delayed a little bit. We didn't actually end up leaving, I think, until like 8:50, I think. We didn't actually arrive in Koh Phi Phi until 11:20. So it did end up taking 2.5 hours instead of just 2 like it says online. And then with the initial delay, that also made it a little bit later too. So overall, got there like 50 minutes later than I was originally anticipating. So yeah, that is it. Let me know if you guys have any additional questions on how I got here in the comments below. And also, please be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. I've got new videos coming out every single week. Thank you guys so much again for watching. I will see you next week.